Hey, it's James with The Verge, and I'm here looking at the latest flagship smartphone from Huawei, the P10. Now, the P10 comes in two sizes. This one I've got in my hand has a 5.1-inch 1080p display, but there's also a larger model, the P10 Plus, which has a 5.5-inch screen. So, you've got a volume rocker and unlock button on the side, there's a Type-C USB port on the bottom, and here we've got a home button, which also has a fingerprint scanner built into it. Both the P10 and the P10 Plus are powered by Huawei's own octa-core Kirin 960 processor, which, as we've seen before in other Huawei devices, is about as fast as they come. The smaller P10 has 4GB of RAM with a 64GB storage, while the larger P10 bumps that up to 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. On the back of the phone, you've got Huawei's Lite branded dual camera system, which again, we've seen on previous Huawei devices. It's got a number of cool tricks, including a portrait mode that keeps the foreground in focus while blurring out the background. There's also an improved front-facing camera, which Huawei says is optimized for selfies. In terms of design, it's hard not to look at the P10 and be reminded of the iPhone, and that's not a criticism. It's got these discrete antenna lines at the bottom, smooth rounded edges that feel great in the hand, and unlike the iPhone, it's available in a number of new colours, including blue and green, pretty unusual for a smartphone. With the P10 and the P10 Plus, Huawei is also introducing a new finish on the back that it calls Hyper Diamond Cut. Now, it's a bit of an exotic name, but the effect is basically giving the back metal a bit of texture. Huawei says it's more resistant to scratches and it's less slippery in the hand. However, whether you like how it feels or not will be up to you. The phone itself is running Huawei's own Android skin and comes with a number of neat software features. The most interesting of these is probably Huawei's machine learning algorithms, which analyse how you use the phone over time and prioritise the apps you access most in order to keep performance nice and sharp. I have to say that although the P10 looks beautiful and feels solid, it's just not that exciting. Huawei hasn't delivered any wild new design choices here, and overall the P10 feels very similar to previous devices we've seen from the company. What we've got is brilliant, but it's not revolutionary. The P10 and the P10 Plus will be going on sale in Europe and other markets in March, but we've had no word yet on US availability. The P10 will cost €649 or around $685, while the P10 Plus will go for €699 or around $740. That's all for the moment, but stay tuned to The Verge for more of the latest news from MWC.